Hey everyone, welcome to Kettlebell Sports Science. What we're going to be looking at today is how to clean the kettlebell without smacking your forearms. Now, this is obviously important for a number of reasons. Number one being you want to prevent an injury from happening. So if we keep pounding and pounding and pounding your forearm with this quick load right onto your forearm, it can cause some pain in that area. And another thing, so the thing with kettlebell sport, we're trying to save energy throughout our whole 10-minute set. We want to preserve as much energy as possible. So when we're actually smacking the kettlebell like that, that is a very quick deceleration. And that puts a lot of stress on your body. Think of it this way. When you're driving and you approach a red light, what happens? You actually slow down well in advance so that it's a nice, gradual, slow deceleration. However, if we have a very quick deceleration, that's when you slam on the brakes, you'll notice that you'll go from whatever speed you're going to zero in a very short amount of time. And what that also does, you're going to wear out your brakes faster, your tires are going to wear out faster. All those things put a lot of stress on the system, which is why when we're cleaning the kettlebell, we don't want to smack the kettlebell on your forearms because that's a fast deceleration. So what we're going to be looking at now is make sure that we are set up in the correct way in order to receive the kettlebell. The biggest thing we want to worry about is to make sure that we have the correct position when we're holding onto the kettlebell. So for instance, if we hold on to the kettlebell with, let's say, too far this way, now we're not set up in a way to receive the kettlebell in the most efficient manner. What you want to do is hold the kettlebell at the end here where this curvature, where this crease is in the handle. We're going to hold on here and this is where your finger is going to be. Now, from here, the end position is going to be like this, all right? So we want our end position to have our kettlebell handle 45 degrees. We want this side of the kettlebell handle to be touching your forearm, okay? So you can practice what that feels like here. And just do this for a few reps so you can kind of get that feel of swooping the kettlebell, swooping your hand into the kettlebell. When we're bringing the kettlebell upwards, we're going to have a portion where the kettlebell is in fact weightless and is going to be traveling towards you. Now, you want to be set up in the best position to receive the kettlebell to come towards you. And a big part of that will be keeping the kettlebell fairly close to your body. So where people get in trouble is if they clean the kettlebell out like this and then bring it in. You notice how the trajectory was much forward and is coming down and smacking to you. Ideally, you want to keep the kettlebell fairly close to you. Now, a great drill to help teach this particular cue is to grab a towel, put it between your body and between your elbow, and try cleaning the kettlebell now. So now you'll notice that if you keep your elbow to your side, you're able to actually better absorb the kettlebell this way, versus if you bring it too far forward, you're going to drop the towel. This is a great drill that I first saw KB Fitbrit on Facebook use. So this is a great drill, so thank you for that. Link below. The next part, there's a point here where you're going to have to let go of the actual kettlebell in order to bring it towards you so that it wraps around your hand and that you're able to catch the kettlebell. When you're roughly here, this position, what you want to do is actually, when you're here, you want to redirect the weight of the kettlebell. Because right now, the momentum of the kettlebell is that the bell is actually coming up straight up here. In order to bring it back towards you, you kind of want to fling the kettlebell towards your center of mass. So when you're coming up this way, you kind of want to fling it a little bit. So you want to have a little bit of this motion coming here. So you're going to be kind of twisting at the pelvis just slightly so that your right side bum is kind of coming backwards here. All right. So by doing that little flicking motion, you're able to redirect the weight of the kettlebell towards you. When you redirect that weight, it's going to fling out like this. Open up your hand to receive it. Then that drill that we practiced at the beginning where you're swooping your hand in, that's where this comes in handy. So you swoop the hand in. So now, when you swoop the hand in, the kettlebell starts to make contact with your forearm and it rolls on, and there you go. So that's all we have for today. So I hope you learned something from this episode. So until next time, take care.